Grass cutting has been quite challenging since April. The weather hasn't been a friend to us on this, but it's fair to say that we've experienced some difficulties since the 1st of April. I think some of the initial dates that were provided probably weren't realistic, and the quality of the cuts when dealing with long grass hasn't been particularly good. We're trying to do a lot of work with the IT so residents can be updated on information about previous cuts and proposed next cuts, but we've still got some work to do on this, but we're determined to get there. The task and finish groups have been investigating some of these issues, and we hope that additional suggestions on gullies, grass cuttings, blue heart, signage, etc. will be made. Parking enforcement has been in operation for just over a couple of months. 12 enforcement officers transferred on the 1st of April, and since that date, recruitment has continued. By the first week of June, we had 40 civil enforcement officers, as well as base managers and contract analysts. Typically, 1 or 2 new appointments are made every week, and performance each month is improving. And although the number of penalty charge notices are not a performance indicator, and I'm not saying they should be, but that has increased from 3,400 to about 6,100. Enforcement officers have been working weekends, bank holidays, and the hours during the evening are slowly being extended. Permits can be obtained via our webpage, phone or email. An average wait time for a phone response is less than 2 minutes. Number of calls received have fallen from about 300 per day to about 100. And although in the main we're moving to virtual permits, it's been decided to retain paper carer permits for households who need regular visits from family, friends, healthcare professionals. By week 3 of May, 60 schools were visited per week, 29 vehicles were moved on, and 4 PCNs were issued. Potholes. Well, we had a very wet and cold period over the Christmas and New Year, and our highways teams were increased by 300%. And although we're still receiving a large number of pothole reports, we're actually now fixing more potholes than we're having reported. There are some that are taking longer to repair than we would like, and we're working on that. We're starting to see larger repairs to complement this. We're rolling out our find and fix approach when finding potholes that meet our intervention criteria. I have to reiterate, it has to meet our intervention criteria. The programme is also, we've programmed over 50 emergency resurfacing schemes across the county, which will resurface sections of roads that have deteriorated beyond pothole repairs. Finally, I'll just probably reiterate that the leader on several occasions has reiterated the importance of maintaining our roads with a commitment to spend 69.8 million this year and 70 million next year improving the condition of our roads. I know that message somehow to some people has got lost. So I thought I would end on that happy point.
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, that's absolutely right. I mean, it's been a very challenging period, both for residents, for members, and indeed for officers. You know, we know that the state of the roads is not unique to Surrey, and indeed I think part of the problem stemmed from the hot summer last summer, you know, which affected the integrity of the road surface, compounded then by water getting in and freezing and so on. So you know, it has been very challenging to you know, get all of these potholes repaired in time. So we appreciate the tolerance of residents, you know, when their pothole at the end of their road hasn't necessarily been repaired as quickly as they would have liked. As you say, the good news is with the warmer weather that we're now getting through that backlog. And indeed, in relation to the grass verges, again, sort of the weather hasn't helped, as you've said, but I hope that we will have, you know, I think the whole county will have been cut imminently, and then we're already looking at what we can do next year to improve on the process. So you have a difficult portfolio. It's without question a very resident-facing, but thank you for what you are doing on behalf of our residents.